Today in the women's competition here in the Arena Ice Arena, as we come inside on this sunny day, it is Japan versus China. I'm Hans Fraunhoff, and joining me is world mixed curling champion Sander Rolva. Good afternoon, Ed Sander.
Good afternoon, Hans.
Let's meet Team Japan. At lead is Yurika Yoshida. At second, Mari Motohashi. Chinami Yoshida is at third, and Satsuki Fujisawa is the skip. The alternate is Yumi Suzuki, and the coach is Hitomi Nagaoka. A relatively inexperienced Chinese team here against one of the tournament favorites in Japan, the world silver medalists, and their Olympic representative team from Japan. So this should be a really full-on contest, I think, Sander.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen much of this Chinese team before, but with the amount of efforts,
Mari Motohashi playing at second stone.
This one just over curling and will roll out, so might be looking at a blank end here.
Motohashi there a little disappointed. She painted rings to be eligible to count. Doesn't have to be completely in the rings, so that stone is a counter.
And this is pretty much what China was looking for, just an open end to start things off. You saw by bringing both the lead rocks into the house, made the play very open, and one slip up from Japan means that we're now probably looking at a no-score end. They think they have a stone that cuts a bit more, and choosing to use that now to come around the yellow guard.
See the brushers switching to try and promote a little bit more curl. They'd love to bury this behind that yellow stone if they can. Really working it just a bit light. Had great line. Maybe splittable though.
Never come back, so it's one of the important things in curling.
Mari Motohashi on her in-turn, looking to play follow the leader. End number 2 of our 10-end contest. I'd like to bring it up on top of that stone again. They get a corner freeze. Motohashi now looking to put back that center guard.
It's clear that Japan is the team to force the issue here, while China is definitely going for the more cautious approach. You could see that already in the first end, and continuing here in the second.
And there you see the Japanese bench, and there's Coach James J.D. Lind, another Canadian curler, and he's really made a name for himself as an international coach. He's worked with the Japanese program now for a number of years. He's a young man himself. And
you can hear the Japanese front end just calling out numbers. I believe Ichni-san is 1, 2, 3, and that would be the zones for guards. So
trying to remove at least one of the Chinese stones, ideally 2. Sits her own stone on the front of the 8-foot. Trying to decide how they can make things more difficult for Team China. But as we're looking at this angle, China currently has at least 3 shot options, and maybe 4 if you count that run-in on the outside stone. Still a bit of indecision here, Sander.
Yeah, spending some time here. The good thing is the shooter remains staggered on the top, so there's no double tap available for China. There might be a double off their own stone on the wing, as you see the action again here.
And this is one of these classic risk rewards. Japanese stone out, and China's line 2. Motohashi now trying to remove one at least. Just by the guard. It's not a bad result. Maybe leaving her shooter partly covered behind the center guard. You see Mari Motohashi. So Japan ignoring that stone in the back of the 8-foot, looking to use that center guard to generate offense.
Yeah, third end in a row where you see Japan with the aggressive calls. It hasn't really paid out for them yet, but I think they'll just keep playing this way until they get a couple of deuces up on the board.
That is a beauty.